अमेरिकाको अकरान्सा स्टेट युनिभर्सिटी रोज्ने विद्यार्थी र त्यहाँ पठाइरहेका कन्सल्टेन्सीका लागि अब अझै सहज हुने भएको छ। अकरान्सा स्टेट युनिभर्सिटी र कन्सल्टेन्सीको समन्वयकारी भूमिका अब कन्ट्री अफिस ULCI अर्थात् युनिभर्सल ल्याङ्ग्वेज कम्प्युटर इन्स्टिट्युटले गर्ने भएको छ। राजधानीमा भर्खर स्थापना भएको कन्ट्री अफिसले अब नेपालमा रहेका विभिन्न कन्सल्टेन्सीलाई अकरान्सा स्टेट युनिभर्सिटीका बारेमा तत्काल जानकारी गराउने भएको छ। अहिलेसम्म विभिन्न कन्सल्टेन्सीले आफ्नै प्रयासमा विद्यार्थीलाई विभिन्न मुलुकका युनिभर्सिटी पठाउँदै आएका थिए, तर अब ULCI को सहयोगमा बिना झन्झट सहज रूपमा सबै जानकारी पाएर पठाउन सक्ने भएका छन्। ULCI ले कन्सल्टेन्सी र कलेज बीचको मध्यस्थकारी भूमिका खेल्ने ULCI र अकरान्सा स्टेट युनिभर्सिटीको कन्ट्री अफिसका प्रमुख उत्तम प्रसाद पन्तले हामीलाई बताए। ULCI ले अकरान्सा स्टेट युनिभर्सिटीले किन रुजेर काम सुरु गरेको हो त भन्ने लगायतका जिज्ञासा सहितको यो भिडियो कुराकानी अबको क्रममा। उत्तम सर, स्वागत छ केन्द्रबिन्दु।
धन्यवाद हजुर।
अब आज भर्खरै हैन कन्ट्री अफिस अकरान्सा युनिभर्सिटीको है किन कन्ट्री अफिस नै
हैन, यसमा के भएको छ भने नेपालबाट जति पनि विद्यार्थीहरू जान्छ है र उनीहरूले इन्टरनेटबाट र कन्सल्टेन्सीहरूको मार्फतबाट I-20 निकाल्छन् र त्यो प्यारेन्ट्सहरूले त्यो विद्यार्थीको विषयमा के गर्नु पर्यो भने त्यो ठाउँ थिएन कि जब कन्ट्री अफिस भएपछि यसले के गर्यो भने विद्यार्थीलाई चाहिने त्यो देशको त्यो कलेजको विषयको जानकारी दिने भयो र कन्सल्टेन्सीहरूलाई पनि के थियो भने उनीहरू जब आफ्नो विद्यार्थीहरूलाई काउन्सिलिङ गरेर जाँदाखेरि कहिले कहिले I-20 ढिलो आउने र कुनै सोध्नु पर्दाखेरि यहाँ र त्यहाँ डे र नाइटको फरक हुँदाखेरि त्यो इन्फर्मेसन चाँडै नहुने त्यो स्थिति थियो कि र हामीले चाहिँ के गर्यो भने यसको कन्ट्री अफिस राख्नुको कारण चाहिँ नि यसमा लागेका व्यवसायीहरूलाई फर्स्ट ह्यान्ड इन्फर्मेसन दिने हो र उहाँहरूको व्यापारको लागि चाहिने सहयोगहरू जस्तै I-20 गर्ने र अरू ब्रोसियरहरू चाहिए ब्रोसियर दिने अथवा उहाँको काउन्सिलरलाई चाहिने कुनै भनौँ न सहयोग चाहिने भने इन कन्ट्रीमा सपोर्ट दिन खोजेको हो र त्यस सम्बन्धी कुनै समस्याहरू आयो भने लाइजन गर्ने त्यो कन्ट्री अफिसको काम चाहिँ नि कन्सल्टेन्सीदेखि युनिभर्सिटीको बिचमा लाइजन गर्ने काम गर्ने हो।
जस्तो अघि पनि हजुरले भन्नुभयो हैन एउटा नयाँ कुरा हामीले एस्टाब्लिश गर्न खोजिरहेछौँ भनेर, त्यसको बारेमा अलिकति
नयाँ कुरा के भइरहेको थियो भने अहिलेसम्म हामीले चाहिँ कुनै पनि युनिभर्सिटीको रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभ भएर काम गर्ने मात्रै अनुभव थियो हैन यो इन्डस्ट्रीमा र कतिपय इन्डियाको कम्पनीहरू आएर यहाँ बिजनेस गरेको मात्रै एउटा चाहिँ नि एउटा अहिले भइरहेको थियो। अब मैले चाहिँ यसले सुरुवात के गरेँ भने कुनै पनि विदेशी युनिभर्सिटीको एउटा कन्ट्री अफिस भएर काम गर्ने क्षमता प्रत्येक नेपाली कन्सल्टेन्सीले राख्न सक्छ र अब चाहिँ हाम्रो इन्डस्ट्रीले त्यो खालमा मोडमा जानुपर्छ भनेर चाहिँ एउटा इक्जाम्पल दिन खोजेको मात्रै हो र म जस्तै अरू साथीहरूले पनि कुनै पनि अरू युनिभर्सिटीको कन्ट्री अफिस राखेर त्यो विश्वविद्यालयसँग लाइजन गर्ने कामको सुरुवात होस् भन्ने ध्येयले चाहिँ यो प्रोग्राम गरे हो।
अब अलिकति अकरान्सा युनिभर्सिटीको कुरा गरौँ है। अकरान्सा युनिभर्सिटीमा चाहिँ नेपाली स्टुडेन्टहरू जुन गइराख्नु भएको छ हैन, कतिको सेटिस्फाई हुनुहुन्छ त त्यहाँको सर्भिसेसहरू पाएर चाहिँ कतिको कुरा हुन्छ यहाँहरूसँग चाहिँ त्यो विषयलाई लिएर?
एउटा कुरा त के भने अकरान्सा स्टेट युनिभर्सिटी प्राइभेट युनिभर्सिटी होइन, यो पब्लिक युनिभर्सिटी हो है र यसको पब्लिक युनिभर्सिटी भन्नु साथ चाहिँ के भने त्यहाँको ट्याक्स पेयरले त्यहाँकोले तिरेको पैसाबाट चल्ने युनिभर्सिटी हो र यसको अर्थ के भने अकरान्सा युनिभर्सिटीको उद्देश्य त्यो कम्युनिटीलाई र इन्टरनेसनल कम्युनिटीलाई हेल्प गर्ने हो है र त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एउटा कुरा के भने विद्यार्थीहरूले पहिले एउटा रिसर्च गर्नुपर्छ र अहिलेसम्मको कन्टेक्स्टमा के छ भन्दाखेरि आर्कान्सस स्टेट युनिभर्सिटीको फी टोटल फी चाहिँ 20,000 छ र इन एन एभरेजमा युएसको युनिभर्सिटीको एभरेज फी गर्दाखेरि 30,000 छ भन्दाखेरि नै अलमोस्ट फीहरू पनि कम भयो र त्यही क्वालिटीको एजुकेसन भयो र त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हामीले आर्कान्सस स्टेट युनिभर्सिटीलाई चाहिँ हामीले यसको रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्नलाई चाहिँ हामीले पहल गरे हो।
हामीले पहिलो पटक नेपाल आएकी अक्रान्सा स्टेट युनिभर्सिटीकी एडमिसन म्यानेजर सानन वेल्ससँग पनि कलेजका बारेमा केही जिज्ञासा राखेका थियौँ। Sanon, welcome to our channel.
Thank you very much.
So at first, how are you feeling being here in Nepal?
I am really enjoying it. I only arrived yesterday. It's my first visit to Nepal, and so I'm very excited to be here.
I would like to ask you about Akaransas University. What's that?
Arkansas State University is a public university in the state of Arkansas in the U.S. We have about 14,000 students, and about 1,000 of those are international students. We have traditionally had a very vibrant Nepali student community, and we want to continue that and grow that. So since we can't be here on the ground in Nepal all the time, it's important for us to have partners. That's why we're fortunate to be here to have this partnership with ULCI.
So I would like to ask, how are the international students or Nepalese students are benefited from your university?
We're in the state of Arkansas, which I mentioned. It's in the south of the United States. Life is a little bit slower there. We are known for hospitality, and we really value what the international students bring to our community. We try to support students in every way, and the Nepali students find that there is a Nepali student organization on campus that they can take part in. They host events, and then as well they're a part of the larger international student organization on campus.
Okay, why ULCI?
Like I said, it's important that we have someone that we can trust to help us match up the best students with Arkansas State University. We know that Mr. Pant has many relationships here, and we look forward to him being able to help us make sure that we find the students who will be most happy and successful with us at Arkansas State.
Beside this, I would like to ask how many consultancies are really related with you, with this state university?
We have relationships with probably, I believe, around 30 around the world. Those are the specific organizations that we've got MOUs or specific organizations that we have relationships with, but of course they work broadly with other organizations and consultancies in areas, so we work with many people.
In the context of Nepal, how many consultancies are related with you?
Well, that would be a better question for Mr. Sharma, because since we use TUSA Asia as our coordination office, it really comes through them. They help us coordinate all that, and so I wish I had the direct answer for that one, but I don't, I'm sorry.
I would like to ask, what are the degrees offered in Akaransas State University?
We have many different options. We have an English Language Academy, which is just an English language learning program that a student can come only for that, or they can come for that and continue on into one of our academic programs. We have bachelor level programs, and as well as what we call graduate level, which is master's all the way to PhD.
So I have heard about like Red Wolf Center. What's that?
The Red Wolf is our mascot. Most of the schools in the U.S. have a mascot that they identify with and show their school spirit. The Red Wolf is ours. And our student center, our student fitness center on campus is named the Red Wolf Center. And it's a very lovely facility that the students enjoy.
What's learning beyond the classroom? What can students learn beyond the classroom in your university?
We find that it's very important for experiential learning to take place as well. So students coming to our university, we encourage them to get involved on campus and in the community with volunteer options and internships, so that they get real life, real practical experience as well. That drives the education that they get in the classroom and makes a rounder student able to really succeed.
So at last, I would like to ask you that what message do you have for the students of Nepal so that they can join, they can come to your university? What's the message you have? Insert.
We really want the students to be successful and to be happy and thrive. So we would encourage students to do research, to look at our university, look at the programs that we have, and find something that most matches your passions and interests so that they know when they come to Arkansas State, they are prepared to learn there in a place that they know that they'll be comfortable.
Okay. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much.
Okay, at first, today's program, why state of Akaransas?
Okay. See, Arkansas is one of the topmost regional universities. So students from this part of the world, you talk of India, Nepal, they usually cannot afford the topmost universities, right? Because they're very expensive. Not expensive, very expensive. A university like this, which is is 170 years old university, it's a state university. It's not a private university. Has been there, and it's very good as the fee part is concerned. And fourth, very important, which which I feel if my children have to go, it's not in a big town. It's in a small town which we call it university towns. So for the student, except to study in that environment, there's nothing else they do. That's a worry our parents have. The kids will get spoiled, especially undergraduate. Post after 12, they're pretty young. They're 18 or 19. They will get spoiled, this and that, all those things. So with a university like this, you have one of the best regional universities. It's a state university, very good on the fee part, and it's a university town. So this all four combinations, there are very few universities like this, makes it important for it to there. And by the way, we have been partners of Arkansas 2008, A State, and in Nepal from 2008. It's not today, right? But we thought now is the time to go more in depth in Nepal. So more support need to be given to local people. See, our people come only once a month or once or twice a month, but with the local people, right? When the local office happens, right, and with a partner like ULCI, which is like as everybody said, he's a father figure for this industry, right? And he's not in competition with those people. He's to support them to go further. Hence, we thought Arkansas could be the right way to establish the office. Obviously, we are doing other universities also with ULCI, other universities with them, but Arkansas is the foremost university which we are doing.
But I would like to why ULCI as a country office or as a country head?
Okay, there are two options we can go. One, I make my own office. Okay, but whenever you make to your own office, you don't have the local intelligence, and it is dependent on the local people, which are employees, right? So there are issues always happening. If you have to have long term, so as a strategy in TASA Asia, we are having country partners everywhere, right? Each country. So Nepal, similarly now we're doing in Bangladesh, then Sri Lanka, then Pakistan, right? Because you get the best of both worlds. We are an international company. We bring the best products and the technology and everything, and a local intelligence and local support. Combination of these two will really help the partners to go better.
So as Uttam sir said that it's not they are not going to counsel the students for Arkansas University. So who will be counseling for those?
Partners. See, we have existing 75 partners which are doing a very good job, right? So they will continue doing what they're doing. So we will support them more to do it. Now see, the support is coming from India. So now it's a local support which is coming from ULCI, okay, for them to do their business better.
What do you want to say to the students of Nepal who would like to go to US, and why should they choose Akaransas University?
Okay, as I told you, these are four reasons. First, approximately from the world, 50% of international educations go to US, because what quality of education US has and a capacity. To give example, any other country if you send, they have very small capacity. US has 4,000 universities. Forget about colleges, I'm talking of universities. So US is a good destination. Second, the US is one of the few countries where you can work for some time after you have done your education. And if you are good, you have chances of getting absorbed in USA. Right. Third, US is number one country of the world. Fourth, Arkansas State is one of the topmost regional university. Very good on the price point, and it's a state university. It's not a private university. So combination of all these things make it a right place for the Nepali student to go to USA and go to Arkansas State University.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.